Yo, yo, yo. Seriously need a new webcam. Good. Found this brand OBS bot. I've seen it randomly before, and I think I might try them out. They're very reasonably priced, and they seem like it's like pretty good quality, and it's not like all the like big brands, so I'll have to deal with the bullshit software. That is the worst part of every really all PC accessories nowadays. I don't care about gesture controls. Speak up with, don't care about mics. This is 129, and then there's this one, which is 300. Oh shit. But it's like a PTZ. I don't really need that. Like it so it could like move around and shit. I was like, what are... Yeah, I don't really need this. Tiny 2 light. Tiny SE. I assume SEs are like lower end ones, right? What is the AI powered? Like what? Like what does it even mean? This one's cheaper. I might get the other one. I just can't think of a reason to use the PTZ. Like I stand and stuff, but like even then, like I'm always in frame. And I'm gonna change my webcam a little bit up here soon. Yeah, I'll probably get this OBS bot. Oh, I actually need to see if it has a. I want manual controls of the webcam. That is one benefit of this Elgato stream cam that has been dog shit. Sorry, Elgato. I love your stuff, but this stream cam has been. I've had so many problems. Or whatever the fuck the camera's called. But it has manual controls, so I could kind of adjust it like a normal like DSLR type of camera. And I want that. It allows me to kind of get the look I want. And yeah. Okay. Anyways, save this for another time. I was using Perplexity to research. I just don't want to have to deal with Logitech software. And I know you probably don't need to use it, but likely to adjust manual settings, you have to use it. Oh, Insta360. They have webcams? That's expensive though. I'm looking for like around $100. Like this looks cool. What the fuck is this thing? Even this, what is this thing? What is this? Is this real? This looks like some Temu shit. Is it? Wait, is this real? Wait, let's visit this. I don't wait. Okay, yeah. Whew. I've like, yeah, so there. Okay. USB plug and play. That's crazy. I don't even know what this thing is. Okay. Kind of just got a grab bag of news today. It's kind of just a lot of random interesting stuff that aren't big stories. And then tomorrow, what day is today? Then we might do a gaming stream tomorrow, or we'll look over a report I'll find tomorrow. Okay, let's just start with the headline title, or what I put in the title. Pokemon Go developer Niantic to sell gaming business to Saudi group. Now, I think this is kind of just like, this is whatever, but I mean, okay, well, it's not whatever, but earlier in the year, we covered Niantic because, yeah, here we go. Or I guess this was last year. Pokemon Go players unwittingly trained AI to navigate the world. The entire time that you've been playing Pokemon Go or Pikmin Bloom. I think they have a Harry Potter game. I don't know, but mainly Pokemon Go. Let's just assume that because I don't know the other ones. They've been training on your data to make a world model, a spatial awareness like AI model essentially. And now that is kind of where they are. And it seems like now it's like we could read this and there might be details, but what I'm speculating that Niantic still like will get data from them. Like I feel like that's really all they care about at this point. Like they don't really like now the games is just like, okay, like we've trained the model, like we have all the data, we just need some, more to keep it going. But like we kind of just want to pass off the the torch here. And then they just get the data and then they can just focus on whatever the hell they're gonna do with the data. Like I think it's like I don't know what it is though. Like this was Pokemon Go data adding amplitude to wars is obviously an issue, Niantic exec says. What does it say? Niantic executive said that they could definitely see governments and militaries purchasing the company's newly announced AI model for navigating the real world, which would be based on scanned data generated by Pokemon Go players, but that if the use case is specific to the military and adding amplitude to war, then that's definitely an issue. Yeah, and so I think that's the problem. And so that is, and I think that's kind of related to selling to like a Saudi group. I don't know whether they're going to use this now, but like since Niantic is still a company and they're just selling their, AR gaming catalog. Yeah, I don't know. So let's read and then we could speculate, talk about more. Okay, Niantic Labs has announced that it's selling its video game division to Saudi Arabia-owned mobile developer Scopely for $3.5 billion after struggling to replicate the success of Pokemon Go across its other AR games. The newly inked agreement includes Niantic's Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Now, Pikmin Bloom, mobile gaming titles. Let's look up Scopely real quick. Bro, this is insane, and I don't even know how I did it. I somehow cut my finger, it's my middle finger, that little tiny cut, I cut it on my door handle. I literally was just closing the door behind me and just however the fuck my finger interacted with it, sliced my finger, and it's been like actually hurting and it's bleeding it was bleeding so much yesterday. Just tiny ass cut. It's like one of those paper cuts. But now it's like it's literally like right where my finger sits on my mouse. It smushes it. Gamer problems. Just kidding. Okay, this is Scopely. which is Scopely. It's a subsidiary of Savvy Games Group. Yeah. Riada. I'm saying that wrong. I can't remember how to say it. Dang. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings. Like, I just don't know if I could. Like, no offense, but like, Saudi Arabia's done some like fucked up shit, and like, I just don't know if I could work for someone like that. I don't know. Not saying America's any better, but like, I guess it's maybe the culture. They're not really egalitarian. Don't really care about equality much, and that's be hard. I guess I kind of saw this like, no offense to Brian Ward, white dude here, kind of like group CEO. Like, I don't know. That's kind of like all the golfing things and like, I don't know any of these people. Like them like poaching golfing and like all this stuff, and it's just like they just have money, and I feel like that is what would get people to work for them and throw out like their morals and ethics. I don't know. Jeez. Okay. Oh, holy shit! They have a lot of games. They do like Monopoly Go, Stumble Guys. They have Stumble Guys. Dang. Okay. Niantic Games have always been a bridge to connect people and inspire exploration, and I'm confident they will continue to do so. To do both as part of Scopely and Niantic CEO said Niantic CEO John Hankey. I firmly believe this partnership is great for our players and is the best way to ensure that our games have long-term support and investment needed to be forever games that will endure for future generations. Like, realistically, I feel like most people playing like Pokemon Go like could give a shit about this, and like they'll just never, they'll most likely just never even see this news unless Niantic tells them. But like, yeah, I don't know who plays Pokemon Go. Like, really, any of these? I guess I just don't. I don't like. I'm not out and about enough to like play these games either. That's like mainly the problem. I guess this is supposed to get you out though. So okay. This acquisition is subject to regulatory approval and other closing conditions. Should the deal go through, it will also bring Niantic's social companion app for Pokemon Go, Campfire, and Wayfair. Oh, I was wondering. Under Scopely ownership, Scopely says it will gain Niantic's entire team of exceptional game makers and category-leading games. However, the Peridot and Ingress AR game titles, the latter of which is also supported by the Wayfair mapping app, will remain under ownership and development of Niantic Spatial. The Niantic Labs and Niantic Spatial. Okay, so that's interesting. There's Niantic Labs, Niantic Spatials, and this was announced around the same time as the spatial world model, whatever. Here's Variety. Let's see, what other games? I thought they had many other games. Okay, so this is a game that they talked about. Ingress. Here we go. These all seem like everything else seems like a licensed game, and they kept like these two, which are not licensed games, and then there's these two which are like separate. I could see like why people would enjoy Pokemon Go. I played it for like a little bit, and like I could honestly see myself getting into it. It's hard now knowing that they're just like scraping your data and shit. Like I guess everything does that nowadays. Pokemon Go attracted more than 500 million players in its first year, but its popularity was impacted in 2020 when global COVID lockdowns kept people inside their homes. The company has since canceled multiple projects and laid off at least 310 employees between 2022 and 2023 in an attempt to weather the current challenge in the market. Today's announcement in Saudi Arabia's latest attempt to muscle its way into the gaming industry, having used its Saudi Public Investment Fund, PIF, to acquire stakes in Nintendo, Activision Blizzard, and EA. They own stakes in Nintendo? That's crazy because I feel like... Or is Nintendo's a public company? I feel like Nintendo just seems like it would be a hard company to like get like invest in. I don't know why. What market are they listed on? The OTC? This isn't it, is it? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Wait, what is a stock exchange? Nintendo. Does it say if they're listed? Oh yeah, public. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. This is the Tokyo. Here we go. This is... I don't know how the Japan Exchange GPX works. Stock prices? This is like, I assume this is like $10, right? Okay. Anyways, I don't know. I guess it's interesting that they invested in Nintendo. Activision Blizzard makes sense. They have like investments from like Tencent, I'm pretty sure, and shit. And same with EA. The PIF was also used to establish esports and gaming company Savvy Games Group in 2021, which later acquired Monopoly Go developer Scopely for $4.9 billion in 2023. Wow. That's crazy, actually. Also, I do remember the esports buzz where like they were gonna create their own like esports league and shit. I wonder if that like Saudi like Counter-Strike or something, or they like bought teams or some shit. Yeah, the Saudi E-League, is this it? Yeah, I think, yeah, it seemed like this might be it. I'm gonna get back into esports. I've really been wanting that. Oh no, well, Formula One's this weekend actually. I didn't really watch last season of Formula One, but I do want to watch this year. The announcement appears to be 2025 mega deal that's to be the 2025 mega deal that Scopely's chief revenue officer Tim O'Brien teased last year, saying during a Q&A that it would involve a scaled global franchise doing hopefully at least $1 billion in revenue. Niantic Labs doesn't disclose its earnings to the public, but Scopely said in its announcement that Niantic's gaming business drove $1 billion in revenue last year. That's crazy. And Pokemon Go alone is estimated to have brought in $7.9 billion since launching in 2016. Well, that's revenue. I want to see like income or like what they net, because like it seems like they're not actually making money. Or maybe it's just their other games. Bro, this is so bad. Yeah, the game will die in less than a year. I don't know. I feel like a lot, like people who are hardcore Pokemon Go players could give a shit. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, like I think the average Pokemon Go player doesn't care. Yeah, I don't know. This is just interesting because I just wonder. I like it seems like that Scopely just like wants the games and that it brings in money and that they might not actually even care about the data, but that could be not the case because it seems like Niantic wants the data and that this is more strategic where they're like offloading certain games and they're keeping a few more. Why are they keeping these two? You could just spray up visual positioning system. It's so expensive. I do think though, excuse me. One I feel like oh jeez. Might be an interesting look. I feel like with these spatial models, I wonder if you need GPS or if this actually could replace GPS because it kind of understands the world around it and it could kind of figure out where it is. Or it just doesn't need it to navigate because it can figure out the world around us like a human. Like a human trying to navigate without um GPS and like a map. I don't know. Yeah. This is interesting though. I'm curious to see what if anything's gonna come of it or if any like fan uh I don't know if there's any like fan retaliation, fan revolt. Um, games complete Niantic spin off its technology platform. Okay, here we go. This they're actually giving some more context here. Jeez, leave it. I would think Verge would have this more, but following the acquisition of Niantic Games team by Scopely, Niantic will spin off its technology platform into a new standalone entity, Niantic Spatial, and that's what we were just looking at, which will be led by Niantic founder and CEO John Hanke. The new organization will be a geospatial AI company powered by next generation map, enabling devices and machines to understand and interact with the physical world. The company will continue to own and operate AR games, Ingress, Prime, and Peridot. I actually wonder if they have enough data now that they don't really need much more supplementary, or they don't really need much more supplementary. And so keeping like two games like this that aren't licensed games that are probably easier to maintain and like there's less like relationships you probably have to have would like just be enough to supplement it. I don't know. Gilby's always been focused on cultivating meaningful communicate. Okay, yeah. Blah blah blah. Few games in the world, delivered at scale, reach 100 million players, Pokemon Go's, events attracting millions of attendees after spending time with the team, quickly being clear the organization shares their inclination. Niantic games have always been okay. Nothing really new. It's just like so many quotes. Hmm. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at this. Just a little preview. So we got this, and then we're gonna look at Google Gemma 3, and then dig into this TSMC thing, the Chrome extension honey thing, and then iRobot. And then we'll also take a look at some other gaming news. I don't know, I just have a grab bag today. But this is interesting because understanding looking at the economics more so of the AI, like these large like frontier AI companies now is um it's interesting because the financials are interesting because you want to kind of just see like demand, and it kind of just gives a better snapshot of like the future of like, I don't know, the company, but also just like how they're doing, like are they going to survive, like are they actually even making money. So Anthropic, actually let's look at the New York Times article. um Anthropic recently raised a lot of money. News, yeah, Series E, A, B, C, D, E, and that doesn't include potentially like, you know, seed rounds. $61 billion they're valued at. Yeah, they raised $3.5 billion, led by Lightspeed Ventures, who we've seen. This is March 3rd. I don't remember if I covered this on stream. I probably did, but Lightspeed Ventures, yeah, Bessemer, Cisco, D1 Capital, Fidelity Management, General Catalyst, Jane Street, Menlo Ventures, Salesforce Ventures. I feel like we did cover this, but yeah, I don't know. I like Anthropic as a company. They're focused on more practical use cases, which is the best way to progress in emerging technology and to gain trust, to get trust with the non-adopters, and also with like enterprise users. And they're benchmarking for like real life use cases, not whose dick is bigger, essentially, which is appreciated. But Google is hedging their bets. Um, it was leaked earlier in the like previously that Google, or it wasn't even leaked, like it was known that Google invested in Anthropic, and Google, as you know, have their, we're going to cover later, they have their own models, Gemini. They have like several video generation ones. They have their own, you know, portfolio, but they're obviously hedging their bets, or they want, you know, another AI play. And I guess they own 14%, which is way more kind of than initially thought. And most notably, Anthropic's biggest partner is Amazon, who is, you know, Google's competitor, at least with like shopping, Google Cloud, things like that. You're just a big, you know, another big tech company. Um, so this is interesting, and it kind of like, it makes it like the strategy, or like it makes just like what's going on behind the scenes a little more like with like Microsoft, OpenAI, Amazon, Meta, Google, like all the big tech companies that are kind of making their play for AI. They're all intertwined more than it kind of, it's kind of put on. And I guess I just think that that's going to cause a lot of drama and like more problems down the road. And if you look at OpenAI and Microsoft, like the drama between them has been insane. Partly due to the fact that, yeah, like Microsoft does own 49%, but Microsoft also has their own, you know, AI division, and is in, I think, even hired ex OpenAI guy to run their OpenAI division. And so it's just like there's just lots of drama. It just causes lots of drama. As someone who likes following it, it's interesting, but ideally I can't imagine that's good for like innovation in business. I don't know. So yeah, okay, so let's look into this. To win artificial intelligence race, Google not only has developed its own technologies, but has also pumped money into prominent AI startups. And to preserve its cutting competitive edge, Google has kept its ownership stakes in those startups a secret. Court documents recently obtained by the New York Times reveal Google's stake in one of those startups, Anthropic, as well as how his investment in the young company is set to change. Wonder what they obtained, or like how they obtained it. Google owns 14% of Anthropic, according to legal filings that the AI startup submitted as part of a Google antitrust case. Bro, there's so much that's come out, like, as part of, like, these antitrust cases against, not even against, just, like, revealing information that, like, no one really knew before with Google. Even, like, the Epic Games versus Apple one. But that investment gives Google little control over the company. The internet giant can own only up to 15% of Anthropic, according to the filings, and Google holds no voting rights, no board seats, and no observer rights at the startup. Like, purely financial. That's interesting. Still, Google is set to invest an additional $750 million in Anthropic in September through a type of loan known as convertible debt. According to filings, the companies agreed to the convertible note in 2023. In total, Google has invested more than $3 billion in the AI company. Dang. So in this upcoming September, so they like pre-negotiated like a future investment. Convertible debt. Just see how this works, just so we have a better understanding. It's a bond. A type of bond that the holder can convert into specified numbers of shares of common stock. Okay. I don't know if that's exactly this though. Okay, the filings offer a rare glimpse into a big tech company's investment in an AI startup. Such investments have been under scrutiny by regulators who question whether the deals gave incumbents an unfair advantage in the rapidly evolving, powerful technology. Apart from Google, Amazon, and Microsoft have also invested in high-profile startups such as Anthropic and OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT chatbot. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft invested in Anthropic. Let's just confirm. Microsoft invested in Anthropic. Can't remember. When was this? This was beginning of last year. Oh, that's kind of old. I think they don't. Yeah, because I think Microsoft is just doing. They're like just focusing on Amazon or OpenAI. A big company like Google knows that there is a race to AI and it has a big enough cash pile that it can bet on multiple horses, said Chris V. Nicholson, an investor with the venture capital firm Page One Ventures, who focuses on AI technology and Anthropic's. Filings emerged in a landmark Google antitrust case over online search. In August, a federal court found that Google had acted as monopolistic internet search, violating the law. The remedy solution, the Justice Department, with Google brought the case against Google, had proposed that the court force Silicon Valley companies to sell any AI products that could compete with search. Really? That could have included Google's stake in Anthropic, which makes a chatbot called Claude that people could turn to for search queries. But Claude isn't connected to the internet. And they make that very clear. On Friday, the Justice Department pulled back that proposal, arguing that Google should be required to notify government officials before it makes investments in AI. Anthropic filed the documents viewed by the Times before the Justice Department changed course. The filings on the public docket contain redactions. Anthropic's law firm sent an unredacted copy of its filing to the Times, which has argued for greater public access to the antitrust case. Wow. You know, that's awesome, honestly. That's crazy. They just like sent it over. They're just like, I mean, whatever. It's like they already have it. It's like public. Like, you know, might as well just like get the actual correct information out instead of them speculating and it potentially being wrong and causing other drama. It's like, just give them the real deal. Like, it's probably not super important, but that's respectful, you know? In the unredacted filings, Anthropic said Google should not be forced to divest its stake in the startup. That would harm both Anthropic and competition more generally by depressing the young company's market value and hindering its ability to raise capital, Anthropic's lawyer wrote. I mean, yeah, that would like fuck over Anthropic so bad. Google would just be like, okay, whatever. It's like just a drop in the bucket. Tom Brown, an Anthropic co-founder, added that the startup would suffer grievous harm if Google was forced to sever the relationship, the document showed. I mean, yeah, yeah. I wonder when the document was dated, though. Because this could be before they had to, like, exclusively use AWS as their compute provider. In that they're probably using GCP, Google Cloud Platform. And Google Cloud Platform is notably, like, it's a little cheaper than like, Azure and AWS, depending. And so I imagine at the time it was like, yeah, if we have to do that, then we probably lose the deal or something to use GCP. Excuse me, Anthropic's been notoriously short on compute. So Google declined to comment on the financial terms of its Anthropic stake. It said it had made equity investments in a number of companies to make a return and grow the market. Anthropic declined the comment. Anthropic was founded in 2021 by Dario Amodei and his sister, Daniela Amodei, who had left OpenAI after disagreements over how its technologies were being funded and released through Microsoft. I didn't know that it was his sister, like, who founded it with him. I've never seen her, like, in any Anthropic, like, PR stuff or their videos. That's interesting. They created Anthropic to build AI with safety guardrails and structured the company as a public benefit corporation, which is aimed at creating public and social good. The Times has sued OpenAI and Microsoft, accusing them of copyright infringement of new content related to AI systems. OpenAI and Microsoft denied those claims. Anthropic has worked to ensure that it is not worded, or Jesus Christ. Anthropic has worked to ensure that it is not owned or dominated by a single tech giant, according to the filings. In total, the company has raised more than $14.8 billion from venture capital firms such as Menlo Ventures. Bro, do they not? Like, they have to talk about Amazon. Okay, here. In 2023, Google invested more than $2 billion in Anthropic. That same year, Amazon invested $4 billion in Anthropic, followed by an additional $4 billion last year. Yeah, so I guess Amazon's like, yeah, invested like double. Today, Google's investment in Anthropic is worth a significant amount more than the startup's latest funding round, which closed this month. According to the court filings, financing valued Anthropic at $61.5 billion. And I think OpenAI is around, they're like 100, 150 billion. They're like around that. So they're kind of like double Anthropic, which makes sense considering they have ChatGPT, which is more consumer. Anthropic buys large amounts of computing power from Google and Amazon to build its AI systems and has agreed to use chips and cloud computing services from some of these companies that invested in it. Yeah, okay. Mainly Amazon, I at least know. That effectively means that some of the money it raised is pumped back into its investors. That's so true, actually. I actually didn't even think about that. Windy. Dang. All right. Figma IPOing? When was this? Bro, this was like 2 days ago. This is a mistake. Figma talks to bankers that explore IPO. The design company is exploring public offering. Regulators stymie the... Dang. What's their revenue? I think they should spin off FigJam into its own separate software. FigJam is actually one of the best like canvassing, like whiteboarding tools. Like I use it for a very long time. And if they spun FigJam off into its own like desktop or like, you know, website like product, that's where I'm looking for, I would, and like actually expanded it, like added some more features like dark mode, like maybe like, I don't know, I'd love some more customization. That's kind of like where I'd like what I'd like. But FigJam is so good. If they just, and Figma slides, if they just spin all these off, I don't, because I feel like most people aren't using the Figma design like stuff. Like I was using Figma design things as a whiteboard tool like way back in like college to make like diagrams and shit. And I've used it for a long time until I recently switched to the Affinity Suite, maybe like a year ago, or like I bought it maybe a year ago, but like 6 months ago, around when I started streaming, I just fully switched, and I've not looked back since. It's been great. Way more, it fits my use case better, more so. I'm not designing like UIs. I was just using it for like general graphic design. And Figma Slides is cool too. But again, it's like it's all attached to the Figma, like the just monolith software, and also, and like they're like, it's just not the best for like everyday use cases, I guess. So I'd love for them to spin off FigJam and Figma Slides. Products have helped fuel Figma's business globally. More than 85% of its weekly active users are outside the United States, according to Figma. Wow. And more than half its revenue comes from international customers. Figma said it wants to... And one thing about Figma, too, is like it is like proprietary software. So, you know, you're at the whims of Figma. Like it's cloud software. And I wasn't comfortable with that. Fuck DRM. Figma said it wants to continue expanding beyond designers. Roughly 2/3 of its customers identify something other than designers. 1/3 of its users base are software developers. Yeah. Figma has open offices in New York, London, Tokyo, Paris, Berlin. In recent years, it has more than 1,400 employees. Dang. What's their money though? Many tech companies said appear to be okay, fuck it. We're just reading this article. Figma, the cloud-based design platform, has met with investors, banks in recent weeks to discuss an initial public offering that could come as soon as this year, two people with knowledge of the matter said. This is like a actually completely separate topic, but related. There has been talks about how we don't have enough public companies in the United States now, and it's like, you know, our not wealth, but like investments are getting too concentrated where there's not enough like spread. And so like that usually gets supplemented with like new IPOs and stuff, and there's not enough like tech companies and like just generally like good IPOs, good companies IPOing, in that it's like, do we have enough public companies? I don't know like the details, but it's just it's an interesting, like, I don't know, like why does, I guess I've just never thought that question, never pondered it. In 2023, European and U.S. regulators stymied an effort by software giant Adobe to buy Figma for $20 billion. Figma's chief executive, Dylan Field, has said the regulatory scrutiny meant another sale was likely off the table. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is good because Figma is actually like good software and Adobe is dog shit software. Like, they're so shady. They do such shitty billing practices. Their software on Windows runs horribly. As someone who's used Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere, I've used their entire suite for like my entire life up until I discovered Figma. And then I only used Lightroom. And now I just use Affinity. I don't use any of it. Yeah, like Adobe, I hate Adobe so much. Many bankers had expected antitrust enforcers under President Trump to take a laxer approach to mergers and acquisitions than those under Biden administration. But in January, the Justice Department blocked the deal between Hewlett-Packard Enterprise and Juniper Networks, suggesting continued scrutiny. I mean, good. Republicans also hate big tech. Many tech companies instead, for different reasons, very different reasons, not the right reasons probably. Many tech companies instead appear to be gravitating towards going public. CoreWeave, a producer a provider of cloud computing services for artificial intelligence, has filed for an offering and is set to be a test of Wall Street's appetite for AI-related companies, which we actually just covered. Discord, a social chat app, and StubHub, a ticketing software company, are in early discussions about a potential public offering this year. The problem is, though, these companies just don't make money. And I don't know if that, like, I think they get to a point where they don't make that much money, but they need more money. And so it's like you have very limited options. Like, yeah, you could raise, like A, B, you could raise like, Series F or some shit, which is like what, Databricks? Bricks, fundraise. It was like a series, like, what was it? Like, what letter was it? J. Yeah, it's like, bro, look how into it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Oh, 2 H's. I don't know how that works out. H, I, J. And then they got some debt. Like, this is, like, this is, I don't know. This is just, like, crazy. So this is like the alternative, I guess, but like just like, I don't know, change the business to make money. I don't know. That was like Backblaze. They went Backblaze stock. Like, they IPO'd and they're like, we don't make money and we foresee us never making money, essentially. And this is what you get, Like, they don't like, there is no PE ratio because there's no earnings. Okay, so maybe they do. Oh, yeah. Bro, they lose so much money. Like, how does the business stay afloat? And like, it's like gone up. They just must have so much cash. That's also like Cloudflare. I think Cloudflare makes money now. Also, the stock's doing pretty good. Oh, dang it. It was doing good. Yeah, I checked this morning and it's like up here. Cloudflare doesn't really make any money, make much money either, but they almost do. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess I just also see more problems going public if you don't make money. Like, it just seems risky. Spokesman from Figma declined to comment. Mr. Field said at a conference last year that the company was on a path to going public. Founded in 2012 in San Francisco, Figma offers free cloud-based tools and services for designers and developers. It accepted Adobe's $20 billion acquisition offer in 2022, with Adobe later paying Figma a $1 billion breakup fee when the deal ran aground. In the aftermath, Figma raised an additional funding from investors, including Co2 and General Catalyst, at a $12.5 billion valuation. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, actually. Interesting. Okay, let's cover this. There's not really much news to cover, I guess. But it seems like Gemma 3 is for like phones. Following version 1 in February 2024 and 2 in May, Google today announced Gemma 3, its latest open model for developers. Gemma is Google's family of open models with over 100 million downloads in the past year, 60,000 Gemma variants in what it dubs the Gemmaverse. This is so dumb. They're trying too hard. Just kidding. They are designed to run directly on devices from phones and laptops to workstations. Yeah. And I guess this is really only relevant for a company like Google. The only other company probably relevant for is like Apple. But like no one, like why else? Otherwise you just use an API or something. Like there's not much reason to invest in having like ones that could run on your phone. But also like what are you even gonna do on your phone that like requires AI? Like spell check? Autocomplete? Like those already have good algorithms. Like generative AI is like overkill. Gemma 3 is built from the same research and technology that powers Gemini 2.0 models. It's available in 1 billion, 4 billion, 12 billion, and 27 billion sizes, like parameters. Google is particularly highlighting how Gemma 3 is the world's best single accelerator model. Single GPU or TPU host, specifically it outperforms Llama 405 billion, DeepSeek V3, and O3 Mini in LM Arena. NVIDIA GPUs are required. It's like, look how many. It's like one. Look how many. But we'll have to see. Google touts advanced text and visual reasoning capabilities to analyze images, text, and short videos on the 4 billion plus sizes. There's a 128K token context window and support for over 35 languages out of the box. Pre-trained support for over 140 languages. Additionally, create AI-driven workflows using function calling. Okay, high performance delivery, faster quantized models. Official quantized versions, reducing model size and computation requirements while maintaining actually. Oh, that's cool. That usually people do this, like the community does this. That's cool they did it. On the safety front, there's a powerful 4 billion image safety checker called Shield Gemma 2, a ready-made solution for image safety, outputting safety labels across 3 safety categories: dangerous content, sexually explicit, and violence. Google also touts extensive data governance aligned with our safety policies, fine-tuning, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, this is cool, I guess, but like, I don't know, it's kind of whatever. Like, it's nothing like crazy. Mainly because I just think AI on your phone, it just has very limited use cases. I just don't really know. Like, unless you make a phone, then that's really like the only reason I feel like you'd have one on there. Because again, an API would just suffice. Like phones always have internet, you know? And also like if you download an app, then you'd have to also download, like let's say like Amazon, who doesn't make phones. I mean, they make Kindles, but like they don't make phones. Let's say they wanted to make a app with an AI model embedded in it, like you'd have to download the entire model probably to run it on your phone, and it's like gigabytes. Like that's not really practical. Anyways, yeah. Okay, let's cover one more Google. This one's just quick, but relevant, because I'm sure a lot of people watched that honey scam video, and Google changed the Chrome extension policy so that they can't inject their affiliate codes and essentially steal affiliate from the original clicker, or from the original refer affiliate. Honey was accused of shadily swapping affiliate links. No, they were accused. Like it was pretty clear, I feel like. Just because Honey didn't confirm it doesn't mean it's not true. And now Google has new rules for extensions targeting exactly that. Google has updated its affiliates ad policy for Chrome extensions after creators accused PayPal's popular Honey browser extension of being a scam. Honey was accused of taking affiliate revenue from the same influencers that paid for promotion by using its Chrome extension to swap in its own affiliate link before you checked out. According to update Google policy posted today, this isn't allowed in most cases. Also, Google did just make sweeping changes with like their manifest v2 bullshit. With like no ad blockers allowed. Rip you block origin. Always use this bad boy. In Brave, it even, you know, it's like blocking. Brave uses like the same lists. A lot of times as you block origin, but I have a bunch of other like third-party maintained lists. And so they get a little more, and also Privacy Badger. Like this combo is like all you need. Privacy Badger is actually a little too aggressive sometimes, and I actually uninstalled it for a while. I don't there's like something that it wouldn't let me do, and it was like too much or something. Like there was something, I can't remember. And so I was like, I'm just gonna disable it, but I'm back with it. I haven't seen, you know, it's been fine. Because a lot of times they give like I can't find an example. But like they, you know, they're pretty good about like allowing things you want. Oh yeah, we're covering this next. But yeah, I feel like this combo is all you need right here. If you use Brave. If you don't use Brave, then U-Block Origin is fine. Whoops. But also, I use so many extensions. I don't know if I have any more privacy ones. I used one called like Decentralites for a while, but sometimes what kind of happened would be is like something wouldn't work, and then I just couldn't figure out which one was it. And like I'm not gonna like disable this one, refresh. Okay, disable this one, refresh, and okay, disable this one. It's like I just want to like disable the one, or just like not even have to do that. And so I just kind of simplified it and just kind of went with these three. These are all good enough. I think there's one like a HTTPS anywhere or something like that one I did use too, but I feel like that's kind of built in now with like Brave and such. I think they could enforce that. But yeah, I'm still using my AI coded extension. I want to start using this. I keep forgetting, but I did remember today. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, I've clicked on 70 websites. Okay, or 70 links. Okay, here we go. Affiliate links, codes, and cookies must only be included when the extension provides a direct and transparent user benefit related to the extension's core functionality. It is not permitted to inject affiliate links without related user action and without providing a tangible benefit to users. This is like literally like as explicit as they can say without being too corporate-y. They're like, you can't do what you're doing, honey. That's essentially what they're saying with it trying to be like more, you know, corporate-y. Some common violations include inserting affiliate links when no discount, cashback, or donation is provided. An extension that continuously injects affiliate links into the background without related user action. Yeah. Google and PayPal didn't immediately reply for request of comment. Last month, YouTuber Megalag, whose video highlighting Honey's practices has more than 17 million views. Holy shit. This is like a true viral video. I haven't seen one like this in a long time. And said that part 2 to his video was meant to come out weeks ago, and that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, most of which I cannot disclose right now. In January, YouTuber Legal Eagle sued PayPal over Honey's affiliate practices. And what has come of that? Yeah. Don't repeat Honey and nothing else? Like I like nothing else what? Like what's more beyond that? Bro, the comments are always wild. That's why I just like taking a glance at them. Because the people who comment are like the most dedicated, or they have like, you know, they just want to share. It accused Honey of potentially placing. PayPal paid damages to creators and to permanently forbid it from swapping its own affiliate attribution at checkout. They set up a website inviting this, like, while I do obviously, like, yeah, like PayPal and Honey, this is like so shitty. The case I feel like is, yeah, like the plaintiffs argue Honey's using standard practice in a way that's deceitful. Oh, okay, clean this name. Like, I could see the judge like agreeing with some but not all, because I think there's not really any like legal precedent, like, because like the plaintiffs are could make PayPal pay damages to creators and permanently forbid it from swapping its own affiliate attribution at checkout. Like, this I don't think they could enforce. This just doesn't seem like they can enforce. Now that Google changed their policy to do that, and then if they break the policy, then I feel like then Google or someone could go, maybe this group can, I don't know legals, but it seems like this is a little overreach. What I was looking for. Wait, why is this? Where's that? Yeah, Lowe's teams with OpenAI to launch virtual assistant Milo. So cringe. Okay. Let's look at the iRobot story, because that's in my title. Oh, there's never that much. Oh my gosh, I hate this. What is this website? I've seen them before. Are they just like one of these, like... I don't know, I guess. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, Roomba. Here we go. Consumer robot company iRobot, maker of the Roomba robot vacuum, said in a Wednesday, March 12th earnings release that there is substantial doubt about its ability to continue as a going concern. And one important thing to remember is, like, Amazon was going to buy them. Let's look at Roomba or iRobot stock price. Are you ready? It's gonna be, I'm sure it's gonna be bad. Bro. They're becoming like a penny stock. Bro, poor Roomba. Fuck. Bro, their peak was insane. I can't even get to the peak. Yeah, bro. They're that's insane. The company's board of directors has initiated a formal strategic review in which they consider a potential sale or strategic transaction, refinancing the company's debt and other alternatives. iRobot said, I wonder how much debt they have. iRobot debt to income. This was in 2022. Seems like they don't have that much. This is old though. They really didn't start taking debt until like recently. That's unfortunate. Yeah. They are, that's unfortunate. I wonder why though, because there's a lot of other like robot vacuum companies that I'm sure would just scoop up their market share, or potentially even want to like merge or buy or something. Another press release issued Wednesday, iRobot said it added to its board of directors another independent director, Neil P. Goldman, who has proven record of overseeing successful operations and financial transformations. Ooh. Goldman currently serves as CEO and manager of Sage Capital Investments and as chairman of the board of Talos Energy, according to the release. I feel like we've covered or we've seen Talos Energy. I've heard of them at least. But what? Are they just like a oil? Do they like drill like a drilling company? Yeah. That is so random. Sage Capital Investments. This St. Louis or something. For small and middle market businesses in North America. Yeah, this is like very small businesses. Yeah, St. Louis. And like they're essentially Midwest. This is interesting. Neil's experience guiding organizations through turnaround periods and his proven track record of overseeing operational and financial transformations will be invaluable to the board as we continue to take decisive action to ensure iRobot is best positioned to operate amidst a dynamic landscape. That's like such a nice way of saying we have no money. iRobot chairman of the board, Andrew Miller, said in the release. Goldman said in the release, iRobot has established itself as an iconic brand in the innovative and rapidly evolving consumer robot space, has demonstrated commendable progress in its turnaround efforts to date. It's crazy that iRobot was like the Roomba at least was like the leading vacuum, and they've been around for so long. And now, as on the advent of like robotics in the home, they're about to go out of business when like this could be like, you know, the next 10 years could be the best years they've had in business. Also into release, iRobot said it announced a largest product launch in the company's history on Tuesday, March 11th. The company also said, this is today. What was the product launch? The company also said that since implementing its operational restructuring plan in January 2024, it has reduced its headcount by more than 50%, lowered its sales and marketing expenses, decreased inventory and cash outflows, and significantly reduced the cost of its products. The firm attributed the substantial doubt about its ability to continue as going concern to uncertainty around consumer demand, competition, macroeconomic conditions, and tariff policies, per the earnings release. Bro, this is just everything. This is the entire business. It's like, yeah, it's only just a few things, you know, just like only consumer demand, competition, macroeconomic conditions, tariff policies, like only everything. The company launched its restructuring in January 2024 when a planned acquisition of Amazon fell through. Yeah. Amazon signed an agreement to purchase iRobot in 2022 for $1.7 billion, but the deal faced regulatory challenges in the European Union due to concerns over its impact on competition. And notably, the biggest thing that Amazon likely wanted, and I actually covered this in Technomicon at the time, which Technomicon, it's coming back. I'm going to start putting in the description of my YouTube video, or my streams and stuff. It's coming back this Friday. Today I'm going to send like a little like intro, and then this Friday we're bringing it back. It's coming back. We're starting back. And I have other projects that I want to launch under the DRM, or under the Technomicon like name, like fuckdrm.com, and my Cyberpunk Index. Those are going to live under Technomicon. Cyberpunk Index is actually going to be a collaboration between Brady's Brain and Technomicon. That's kind of how I'm going to state it, but Fuck DRM is 100% Technomicon. But Cyberpunk Index is also going to live under Technomicon officially. I just want to make a video about it, more so. The two companies canceled the agreement after determining it had no path to regulatory approval in the EU. Yeah, Amazon owns, or Amazon wanted the home maps, likely like Roomba, like they map your home, and so they wanted that data. That was like the theory. And so Amazon would have like this very large swath of consumer data that they could just use for, you know, whatever they want. But it's weird because Roomba, like iRobot, is still kind of like the premium brand. And usually the premium brands also like are like do well. Bro, I just want a robot to dust and do dishes. Like that's all I want. I'd buy a robot for each. The robot that could do dishes also could dust though, because they can't do it at the same time. Like it's like infinite never-ending dust and also infinite never-ending doing dishes. What are the new products? I like they didn't really do a good job of showcasing them. Dang, it's like cleaning. Okay, so this is their... Bro, show pictures. Like, hello? Like, I don't want to have to, like, match this name to this. Wait, what? I missed this. Oh, it's like done mopping, so it goes up. That's cool. Yeah. I do want a robot vacuum really bad. I think there's actually a pretty large community around robot vacuums, and I think there's even like third party like software and stuff that's like more privacy focused. I would military discount. Ooh. 15%? Does it count veterans? Veterans. Oh my god, 15% is actually big. Usually it's like 5 to 10%. Like 15% is a significant discount. That's like tax. Yeah, these are cool though. These are cool. Okay, let's check out the Verge really quick. Day after launching a new line of robot vacuum cleaners. Okay, they actually covered it. Okay, here we go. Single rubber roller brush. I also want one that is like maps your home. I don't want my home map going. Oh my goodness, bro. Fuck car guy. Um I just don't want my home map to be like accessible. A map of my home, like I don't know. I'm sure it's like not that bad, but like still just the thought of like I don't know. Cuz I mean like realistically like I'm sure people could get that like by like city plans or some shit like for your building, right? I don't know. Is that public? Yeah, but I just don't want one of the ones that just like randomly goes and just like bounces and then just like turns around. I just feel like those are just kind of like pay 50 extra bucks and it's like it's so much better. But I don't know, vacuuming is like doesn't take that much time. Like I don't really mind it. I vacuum like pretty often. mopping is harder, and like cleaning the floors, like that is hard. That's where like I would really like this, but it's like you might as well just add a vacuum at that point. Okay. OpenAI's been cooking up a bunch of stuff. I just don't know how relevant it is. Yeah, this responses API, and they launched an agent framework thing. Yeah. Oh, this is all they. Bro, he uses like Twitter like once a month. Like he like once a week more so. But I don't know. I guess I just don't really care that much about these like OpenAI stuff because ultimately it's just programming. And I haven't done much like working with APIs. I use like Cursor to help me program, but I haven't like done a lot of like AI programming stuff, like program with a API or programmed with like making products with a AI in it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I have some ideas and stuff, but I'm just kind of focusing on other stuff right now. I do want to eventually make my own like chat app, AI chat app, specifically a desktop application, specifically not Electron based too, because that's like the downside. Or like that's like I just don't want it to be like dependent and heavy. I want it to be very efficient. Like I'm just mainly like anything LLM, it's like the only one that exists with its features, but it's like the worst. It's just not good. But I feel like people use it because it's the only one. And I want something that's more of like a productivity app with AI chat built in than I do just like an AI chat. I feel like an AI chat on its own is cool, but like just go to the website and use it. If you want to use local AI, then just use it like through, I don't know. If you're just chatting, then it's like it doesn't really matter. But I want it to be more than chat. I want it to be like interactive. I want it to make it easy to save things and save, stuff, fork chats, be more brainstormy, like, iterate over notes, like connect thoughts I have. Like I want to do all that kind of stuff. And like most tools are just a chat app that you could put in files or something. But regardless, the chat apps are just extremely heavy, clunky, slow, UI's so bad. Like that's the worst thing about anything LM. It's like the settings and shit, like they're just so poorly organized, and like you and like no offense to them, and I'm just shitting on them, but like I know I'm in their Discord, like they're focusing on new features and just getting out new features and just not caring about like, I don't know, like optimizing previous things, redoing things and make it better now that you have like much bigger user base. Like I don't know. Like it's bad enough for me that I don't use it. Like I don't want to use it. But like that's really the only good option for local generative AI. There's like there's a LM Studio, but again that's like just a chat app. That's just like a chat place, but it's also just not that like well designed. They're all trying to do way too many things. Like at LM Studio, you could like download a bunch of models and like all this kind of stuff. Like no, like Ollama already exists. Just download Ollama and just connect to the server for Ollama that's already like running. I don't think I'm running it right now. And like all of them like have these built-in like servers that host like models and like manage and download models, but like that's kind of just what they're kind of focusing on versus like the chat. I don't know. I think that market is even though it's very small right now, it's ripe for disruption. So anyways, I plan to eventually make my own. someday. Yeah, I also don't want it to be web-based. I just don't, because I want it to be just like a little, I just want it to be a very light desktop application. Okay, let's cover this story, then I kind of want to watch, I have some game trailers I want to watch up here. Netflix's first, what did I put on Twitch? Yeah, Netflix's first gaming boss has left the company following a shift in role and various changes behind the scenes last year. I do wonder if gaming is even worth it for Netflix. Like, are they actually bringing in new people? Are people playing them? Like, are they making money off of it? Like, it just seems like it's weird. Like, when I launch Netflix on my TV, game's the first shit. It's like, bro, I'm launching Netflix for a specific purpose, to watch something, and I'm on my computer, like I'm on my, I'm sitting on my couch and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna game. I don't know. Mike Verdu launched and led Netflix's gaming efforts in 2021, but was moved to a new role, VP of Generative AI, for games at Netflix in November last year. At the time, Verdu said peers should pay no mind to uninformed speculations in the media about changes in Netflix games, as the changes were a planned transition. Now Verdu departed the company entirely, GameFile reported. I actually like GameFile. Steven Totilo, he used to write for... He wrote the Axios Games newsletter, which I actually really enjoyed until they shut it down. And then he launched GameFile, but I think it's mainly paid now. Unless it's not, unless he changed it. Yeah. I don't really know how it works now. But still, I recommend this if you want a good gaming newsletter. And you're okay paying a few bucks. The move followed a number of shifts behind the scenes last year, including the hiring of gaming industry veteran Alan Tascan to serve as Verdu's replacement as gaming boss, Elaine. Okay, I was like, this name might sound familiar. I feel like there is a guy named Alan. This guy, I don't know why I was thinking this guy. This is the guy who popped up in my head. What has he been in besides Dodgeball? I feel like he's been in like a bunch of cult movies. Oh right, he voiced the robot. Oh, A Knight's Tale. Dang, that movie is actually... Yeah, this movie's like surprisingly good. Message in our movie night. We have like friends that have movie night. And it's mainly just like old retro-y kind of movies. So I just wanted to add that to the list. Okay, in October 2024, Netflix closed a major national game studio led by Halo creative head Joseph Staten and scrapped its big budget project before it was ever announced. By January, Netflix had reportedly dropped at least 6 other game projects it was planning to publish, including Cozy Hobbit's sim Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, which will now launch at a later date without the streaming company's involvement. Okay, that's cool. And in February this year, Netflix cut staff at Oxenfree developer Night School Studio. This is actually like a bigger one. No announcement was made on how jobs were lost, how many jobs were lost, or what the studio was working on next. As Netflix reorganizes its plans, it remains unclear how its gaming focus will look going forward, other than Verdu will not be a part of it. Last month, Netflix celebrated its biggest quarterly subscriber increase in history by increasing its prices yet again, including here in the UK. Dang. I was like, who owns Eurogamer? I don't know why I just thought about that. Oh, IGN owns Eurogamer, which is owned by Ziff Davis. Bro, this is insane. Eurogamer is owned by Gamer Network Limited, an IGN entertainment company and subsidiary of Ziff Davis. Dang. Who's in Gamer Network though? Ziff Davis is a large company. They own a lot of websites. Eurogamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, put the VG 24/7. Dang, GameIndustry.biz. Whoa, what the heck? And they own IndieDB, Nintendo Life. Holy shit, they actually own a lot. Interesting. I thought the IndieDB. Dang, this game is so old. I remember this website. I thought this was owned by like Steam, but I think, or no, Twitch. But I think I'm thinking of like the something else. ModDB. These like mods. This is who owns this. Modularity Publishing and investing for mod-friendly games. Publishing. They invest. Community and collaboration of mini game developers. This website's interesting. Cool. That are inspired by mods, created by modders, or have mod support. Wonder who, like, what other games have they done? Oh, Meeple Station. That's a good one. I played that very briefly. Tabletop Playground. Oh, that's it? Dang, they never. Meeple Station came out like 2012. I think it was early access. Okay, let's watch some game trailers. Oh yeah, this. Oh, loopholes, making a life in the funky Plainfield world of Starship. Revive its Blizz. I thought. Oh, did it not? I didn't even know it went away. I thought it was. They still had it. That's cool. Oh, you could Steam OS on other handheld. That's interesting. All right. Check out some trailers. That probably means that this stream is going to get a copyright strike, but whatever. I meant to watch this the other day. The solo dev game. Holy shit, this game is already I know the kind of game now. This shit's gonna be crazy. Okay. I mean, like, can you like go like first person or something? These ships look like custom almost. I mean, it looks cool. I just don't really know like what the point is. It's not really showing like much, I guess. Like a little context available in the, yeah, exactly. For the mechanics we're seeing and the player actually controlling ship. Yeah, I agree. Like they're not showing much. Looks cool. All it's my wish list. Keep an eye on it. When's it coming out? Oh, it doesn't have a date. Southeast Asia. That's cool. Cool. Alright, Bitcraft. I feel like I've seen this one before. This is on the IGN website, or IGN channel. The quality looks like dog shit. Like, is this a... Oh, Bitcraft Online. Oh. Open world survival, crafting MMORPG, features persistent single world experience, community-driven action, city building, a player-run economy, deep social strategy. Oh, player-run economy? You got me. You got me. Hey, Looney for DM. How's it going? Checking out some game trailers right now. My only worry though is that this seems very similar to New World, and it also seems kind of like that game Paleo, which is like that farming sim. Do you play Pokemon Go? I did in the past, but no, not currently. Do you play Pokemon Go? I covered that story earlier about how they're selling it to Saudi-backed gaming company. If you do play Pokemon Go, what do you think about them selling it? Do you, like, does it? Do you care? Oh no. Oh, I see. No, I cover the news because they're selling, the company behind Pokemon Go is selling the game to a different game developer that's ran by like the Saudi National Wealth Fund or whatever. Which is interesting. Interesting. You kind of care as long as it's good. I'm good. Yeah, fair. That's what I kind of sounds like. I feel like most people don't care because like the game, they're keeping the original like studio heads and stuff, and so like the game's gonna be like, you know, still updated. It's just someone else owns it. I know that there's some like data concerns, some privacy concerns because Niantic has been like harvesting facial data from Pokemon Go, and they used it now to train like AI models, which are gonna likely be used in like military purposes. Yeah, I have Discord, but it's alright. I don't. It's not public. I don't share it. Really, I have some social media linked down below, which I'm pretty active on. So, welcome to hit me up on any of those. All right, let's continue this here though. All right. So, oh, this actually looks. I'm gonna keep an eye on this game though, because it. Oh, it's coming in May. Okay, it's pretty soon. Oh, bro, this is an 18 plus stream, man. Like, you gotta bounce. Sorry. You're sorry, man. I'm not. Oh, this is the same trailer. May 29th. So this is actually like pretty soon, and it seems like actually a pretty big game. Ooh, Clockwork Laboratories. They have, so is Bitcraft an existing game? Bitcraft? No. Okay, wow. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into this more. All right, let's check out this one that just popped up. Came out a little bit ago, just today.
New York City, 1939. A floating metropolis, ruled by the iron fists of the barons. It's an empire of steel, held aloft by the miracle of aether, a substance that can...
It's like what am I thinking of? Started the B. Bioshock.
The tallest buildings to the heavens. Dive into an alternate history where aether and iron rule the skies. You are Gia, an underworld smuggler.
What kind of a game is
taking
it?
on a last chance job that pulls you into a world of betrayal and political intrigue. Recruit allies and make enemies. Roll the dice. Because when luck runs out, your skills and your companions are your only hope.
This game looks interesting, actually. It's like it looks almost turn-based, like linear, like a story-driven.
Your weapons to uncover the city's darkest secrets. Save the city, and you just may save yourself.
This looks cool. No, I hate that they don't add I don't have Steam open. They don't add Steam links, Steam store links in YouTube. Ooh. Was looking at, oh yeah, Ether and Iron. Seismic Squirrel. They made a demo. Interesting. This game looks just really well produced, really well made. Okay. All right. Let's watch. We got two, or oh yeah, we got one more. Oh, this actually isn't a game trailer. This one, I love simulation games, and especially like logistics. This seems cool because I love like boats too.
Hey pal, long time no see. It's me, Teddy.
Oh god.
Hey, remember how we used to sit by the ocean and dream of being free out there? Well, I finally did it. I'm self-employed, and I already got my first contract. Exciting times. The first one would start in a few days. Anyway,
The heck?
The reason I'm calling you...
This actually looks cool. The graphics look... I think they said it was pre-rendered or some shit, but...
You're still sailing the 7 seas, is that on? Turns out running your own operation is a bit... Let's just say that more than I bargained for. So I was wondering if you'd like to come on board and help me out. You know, like the old days. The two of us at sea. What do you say, buddy? Are you in?
What's this called? Seafarer the Ship Sim. This looks cool.
Seafarer, the ship sim. Early access in summer 2025.
Early access? Come on, guys. Oops. Ah. Library, or no, store. What's this called? Seafarer the Ship Sim. Seafarer. cool. So it's made by... Okay, so they made other games. Not necessarily big commercial successes, but... And it's published by Astragon. Ah, okay, they're a big sim company, or like sim stuff. Yeah, you could see. Wow. Railroads Online. Looks cool too. Abyss. Build to Destroy. It's on my wish list. Interesting. Okay, cool. I don't know, this looks cool. I'll pay attention to it. Looks neat. Oh yeah, Bitcraft. There's the other one. Okay, let's check out the game trailers.
Hey, pal.
Just few. Let's get a few more queued up. Future vibe check. Okay. Throne and Bone. World War II. Oh, Wall World. They already have a second version of that game? Intro, Luna Lights, Luna Nights. Monaco 2. Did see that previously. Town of Zaz. Okay, this looks interesting. Halo Infinite, still trying to pump that. Bullet Noir. I don't really care for cinematic trailers, honestly. I want to just see gameplay. Resonant Blade. Looks like Hyper Light Drift or something. Let's watch that one. Fracture Point. This one looks cool too. It's only 39 seconds. Odin Valhalla Rising. I've really been wanting an MMO to play. I kind of just want an MMO. Interesting. Finals. First Dawn. Postal VR. Forefront. Oh, this looks good. Oh, it's a VR. I don't know about VR. VR. These are all VR games. Space Engineers 2. Steel Seed. Huh. Alien the role-playing game. Okay. Let's watch that first. Perfect Organism. No jump scare, please. This is just a Kickstarter release date trailer. This is like a tabletop game? I feel like it is. Let's try and find it. Yeah, it's a tabletop. That's cool, actually. The website doesn't seem like it's loading. Wait, I'm kind of confused. That seemed like it was like just coming out. But it looks like they're out. Kickstarter. Evolved Edition Rapid Protocol. Expanded and updated core rules and new cinematic scenario for the award-winning RPG from Free League. Okay, so they've already... This is just like an expansion? That's cool. I didn't even know it existed. I love these old isometric graphics like this. They're very nostalgic, but I also just love the aesthetic. I love that logo too.
No greater test of your skills could be asked. These orders are the beginning of the end for the Scrappers, Commander. Break that fortress open and cut out their rotten heart.
Oh, this game actually came out yesterday.
Commander, if you needed any extra motivation, you have it. Get it done.
Is this just like a RTS, or is there more? It's PvP, which is interesting. This publisher has actually released a lot of other like military kind of games. Oh, Mech Engineer they published. This game looked cool. I've actually published a shit ton of games. Oh, Carrier Commanding. Who published this game? Wow. Oh, and High Fleet. Oh, yeah, High Fleet was... High Fleet is so hard, but it's a cool game. I didn't play that much because it's kind of just very hard. Alright, this goes like... Okay. Wait, when was this? Lilo and Stitch. Don't tell me this is it's live action? Bro, it's so cringe. It's like they think... It's like... I want to say something mean. It's like... But like... People are just... They spend money and so they keep doing shit like this. I think it's kind of dumb that they're just remaking the exact same movies just in live action. Yeah, I don't know.
In this game, the object is for you to kill everything coming at you and to avoid being killed. And you will die.
Bro, this music. Fast-paced FPS that blends roguelike with looter shooter mechanics. Because the link at the bottom was insane. Looter shooter mechanics, players must fight through procedurally generated floors of a corporate skyscraper. Battling security forces, mercenaries, and bosses while scavenging gear and trading loot at the base to enhance their characters. Set in a realistic dystopian metropolis engulfed in war between powerful corporations and the resistance. The game delivers intense immersive experience. Bro, this game sounds right up my alley. Holy shit. And the music is so good. When does it come out? Dang, this game looks awesome. The music is just so good too. All right, I'll be keeping an eye on this one too. Let's look this up. What was a fracture point? One fracture. We've released one other game. To a new city, lead you to work dark warehouse, unravel the mysteries surrounding this. I mean, this looks cool. It's like a walking simulator type of game, I assume. Psychological horror. No, thank you. Okay, check this out. Resonant Blade. I got like Hyper Light Drifter vibes a bit from this. Okay. Harness the power of sound. Oh, resonant blade. That's why, like, it's like resonate. Yeah, I mean, this looks inspired by Hyper Light Drifter and Zelda. Danny Phantom proportions. Yeah, it like the art and everything looks cool. It's not really my kind of game, honestly. Oh, I see. It's like sound. Huh. It's gonna whatever. Okay, let's check out Beyond the Map. This looks like Path of Exile. It looks so basic, honestly. Survival adventure RPG developed by Glitch Goblins. Build bases, craft powerful armor, and embark on a journey through procedurally generated fantasy world. Called Beyond. Glitch Goblins have not made another game. Just seems kind of basic, I guess. I don't know. How do you see this? Oh, I see. I don't know, sometimes these basic games are like pretty good because like the graphics might look basic, but like the world and everything is like pretty built out and is like pretty good. Like already it looks like there's a lot of like depth in the world and the fact that it is procedurally generated. So I don't know. I'm not gonna sleep on it. I'll add it to the wish list. Not that that means anything. I have 1,000 games on my wish list. All right. Steel Hunters. Odenfall. Fortnite Shohei Ohtani. That's so funny. Outlawed. Okay, this looks cool. Let's watch that. Watch that. Let's play. Let's find like one more. Steel Seed. Goal Horde. Ooh, this game looks cool. Death Stranding 2. Oh, jeez. Mobile Squad Bundle trailer. Let's watch this. This looks cool. And I played this war of mine. Ice Palace. Beyond the Ice Palace. Stardew Island. I wonder where they got that name from. This game looks cool too. Spilled. I actually might play this on stream. Spilled. Let's watch this because this game looks cool. Oh, The Lonely Outpost. I actually had this is on my wish list. Let's go on to that one. Hell Is Us. Rensport. Ooh, I love racing games too. I could just scroll this forever. Oh. 6 Blades of Greed. Is that like super in-depth sim game. This trailer's... Is this like a battle royale? Upcoming crime-themed PvPvE first-person extraction shooter set in a modern city overrun by gangs. Enter solo or with the squad. Okay, that's interesting. You know, I just extraction shooters. It's just I just never. Same with battle royales. I guess it just doesn't really seem much point. Like you just play quickly, then you win, and like then that's that. Like I don't know. I want some more progression, and I just the goal. Like I like more like clear goals, I guess, and like things to do. Full horde. Dude, graphics looks cool. Diablo 2 inspired dungeon crawler real-time auto battler. Oh, yes. I wish there was more auto battlers that are single player. Like the auto battling is just a mechanic that you use to battle things, and not necessarily like TFT or whatever. Team fight tactics. Whoops. Skull Horde. 8-bit Skull. Okay, well, they've actually made several games. This one, Void Scrapers, which seemed to actually do, like, reasonable. Ore Blasters, which did better. Cool. Alright, I'll pay attention to this. Looks cool. Okay, what is this? The Altars. This is
10 years ago, 11.
okay. So this must be Survival Adventure. Yeah, this must be from the same people who made this War of Mine, yeah. Dang, when does this come out? Okay. Cool. Add that. I don't want to watch this like 3-minute comparison. I just want a trailer video. Okay, let's watch this one I might play on stream. Like, I know what kind of game. It's like one of those like upgrade games, and I love these games. It's already on my wish list here. When does it come out though? March 26th. Alright, cool. We're playing this. Wally. Cool. Yeah, this game looks neat. Definitely want to try this. But that one actually I might play on stream. Okay, then this one I've actually had. I've been one loan. Yeah, this one's been on my wish list. It's $20. It has mixed reviews, but but it looks like it came out of early access a week ago. Oh, they launched it on console. It's cool. I also kind of like this like 2D but 3D graphic style. Maybe it's a little too simple. I don't know. You can tell they're playing on a console though by how they're... Yeah, this could be interesting. They got married. This kind of seems like Astroneer a bit though. Seems kind of similar. Different graphics. Oh, it's on Game Pass. It's like the fact that people come here to complain about the game is insane. Crazy. Cool. All right, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Appreciate everyone showing up. Be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're probably gonna do a gaming stream tomorrow. Or yeah, I'll probably do a gaming stream tomorrow. Just chill day. Game. I want to do. My friend Austin actually, he said he's gonna be taking Fridays off work, so I think Fridays are gonna be gaming streams. They're gonna be optional, but gaming streams. I might do some co-op. My friend Austin / Frosted Pop Tart. But I do want to do like a continuation game. I don't want to do a different game every day, unless a new game comes out. And I also want to look at games in the future and plan. I want to have more of a schedule, so like I don't know, you guys just kind of know what I'm going to be playing. And I do plan to post schedules start like at least for the week, and then I'll have some future dates probably somewhere else for just games I want to play, or like next week there's actually some tech event I can't remember, but I'll put those on the schedule so we have some like coverage and stuff. So that is upcoming though. I need to do some other stuff. On my website though, I will be posting eventually, it's not here yet. Nah. But I will be posting a schedule on BradyBling.com, eventually Brady'sBrain.com. But yeah, you could I'll be posting it, and I'll also post on YouTube. I don't know if you could post on Twitch, like have like a community post, but I'll post on community post on YouTube if you want. Maybe Twitter or X. And Blue Sky. I'm gonna start using. I've kind of made a Blue Sky account because X has just been like a little. I don't know. I like my corner's good, like fine, but like it just kind of gets old. I guess it's kind of like, yeah. I don't know. I just like open up to see. It's like, yeah. Although I have been getting a lot of memes because I don't know, and I do enjoy memes. So I'm all for memes. But okay, that's gonna do it. Thank you everyone for tuning in, showing up. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, for a gaming stream. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye. Hope you guys learned something today. Or were entertained.